Well lads, how's it going? Welcome back to the second channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to react to Jacksepticeye possibly retiring from YouTube. Just give my overall thoughts on it. As a long-term fan of Jacksepticeye, the reason I started making content, obviously I'm Irish as well if you couldn't tell by the accent. I drink loads of Guinness and I step in people's food. When I first started making videos, Jacksepticeye was like the biggest inspiration for me. Not only because he's Irish, but because of the way he acted, how enthusiastic he was, how energetic and hyper he was. That was a big part into my creative process and how I wanted to make videos. I grew up 2013, 14, 15, I would be like 11 or 12 at the time, and my whole idea of my life was to be a YouTuber and to make videos for people to watch. Now, it's been about 2 weeks since he recorded a video and uploaded it, and it's kind of late news to be fair, but at the same time, it means a lot to me, him saying he's going to be leaving, or at a certain point in the next couple of years, probably retiring and hanging up the boots or hanging up the microphone. Obviously, when Jack started, you know, same as everyone else, in a bedroom, in a cabin, in the woods, like a great horror game. But he slowly, like over time, I remember the first video I watched of his was a Far Cry 3 video back in like 2012 or 13. I remember I just got the game and I wanted that game for Christmas so bad. I finally got it and it's still one of my favorite games ever to go back and play, or to even go back and look about and reminisce about. It was a great game. I kind of left his channel alone for a bit. GTA 5 came out, I started watching a bit of that content, and then he started doing the EV-bot stuff, and obviously Happy Wheels and Finance Freddy's and all that crack, and you're going on and on. So I've been there since the very start. Since I was like 11 years of age, watching his videos in the likes of 5th, 6th class in Ireland. That's like the end of primary school. Constantly watching his videos and thinking, Jesus Christ, I would love to do that as well. So I started making my own gaming videos. I started doing Goat Simulator, and I started doing Minecraft, and I started doing all these videos. All the videos that I liked watching on YouTube, I started making them myself. And some of them are still back on the main channel from years and years and years ago. And I always kept in the back of my mind that I want to be the next Jacksepticeye. I got my YouTube name from watching one of his sim videos years and years and years ago. I would say 2015 or 16, even a bit before that. He did a video about The Sims 4, or was it The Sims 3? Sims 3 or 4. His household, the characters in the game are called the bosses, and it was like keeping up the bosses. So my last name is McGiff, McGiff. I was like, oh, McBoss, that's not too bad, blah blah. For a gaming channel at the time, it was brilliant. I really liked it. As I grow up a bit more, I'm not really too fond of the name. I'm looking to change it, but back then, for a gaming channel, I thought it was brilliant. Obviously, he has the whole like a boss and all that crack, and the rest is history. But I started watching Jack all the way up. I was obsessed with him as a kid. In my early teens, growing up, I was like, I want to be like him. I want to be exactly like that. I want to make videos, interact with my audience, build a community, and all that crack. And on my own level, I've done that. Obviously, not on a big scale, but the appeal of making videos and getting people watching them, and people putting their time and effort into watching them and getting engaged with the person who's making videos, I feel like it's kind of gotten lost from YouTube a little bit. It's now all about, oh, today we're doing a $50 million house versus a €2 house and all this crack, and it's like, Jesus Christ, get out of my face. It's energetic, but in a way that's like for kids. It's like kids TV. Rip Dan Schneider. It was a great run. Nowadays, people who are making videos have to be in tune with the algorithm and what works and what doesn't work. The whole algorithm side of YouTube, which he kind of touched on in that video where he said he might retire, was like, it's gotten too much effort to please YouTube's algorithm as opposed to the people who are watching your videos, which I think is really sad. It's not a great way to be creative. Now, still, the cream of the crop will always stand out in that system anyway, but you've put a lot more effort in, a lot more dedication into, we'll say, doing massive productions or massive videos, because YouTube has kind of gone into a place where it is now comparing itself with TV, and you have to kind of keep the content of a certain niche and a certain way. Like Mr. Beast is a great example. As much as I like his videos from time to time, it's very different to what I grew up watching. It's very different to what made YouTube different to the likes of Nickelodeon or the likes of TV at the time. Like, it was like someone behind the camera talking to you personally, recording a video. Like, when I was younger, I would love watching my cousins or people play games, and I just watched them play, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's a great idea. Even if you weren't good at the game, nowadays podcasts kind of replace the gaming side of YouTube, I think. Like, if you want to be engaged with a person, you just watch a podcast, a 3-hour podcast. You get to see what they're like as a person, how they talk, how they react to things. Like when Jack was going around the place playing Bully 2 on Christmas Eve, and the whole reason for the video was if people were alone and people didn't have anyone to spend Christmas with, they could sit back and watch the video for half an hour and just kind of get a break from reality and kind of step into another world. And that's why I like making videos. That's the reason I started, and that's the reason why I'll continue to do it. Even if I'm not making money off it, or if I'm not particularly successful, that's why I like making videos. And that's probably the reason why Jack started making videos. And obviously the money followed and the fame followed, and do you want that? I don't know, but that's kind of where it was. And Jack kind of epitomized someone who was of the older school generation YouTube, the YouTube that I fell in love with. Now it's kind of gone to Mr. Beast videos and stuff like that, and Mr. Beast is its own platform in itself, regardless of YouTube. But you still have to dictate to the standards that YouTube has in terms of the algorithm and viewer retention and all this crack stuff that people who are watching a video do not care about. But in the grand scheme of things, it depends on how your video is published and how your video goes out to people and stuff like that. As opposed to, if you have 30 million subscribers, the people who are subscribed to you should see your video straight away. But that's another story for another day. On Jack retiring, it would be a devastating day for this platform. It'd be a devastating day for me, because I've always been of the opinion of, even if your videos aren't doing well, you should enjoy your craft and you should enjoy your passion. I do that in my own work and life as well. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, there's no point in doing it. Regardless of progression or maybe a long-term goal, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, there's no point doing it, really. So at that point, you have to change. And possibly he's at that point now as well, where over the years and years of doing it, the stuff that he's doing, maybe he hasn't innovated as well, or maybe he just doesn't want to innovate, maybe he just wants to make the videos he likes to make, and that's what YouTube's all about. But at the same time, if it's your career, I'm sure he has enough money in the bank to kind of live off that for the rest of his life comfortably. But at the same time, money isn't everything, and it's about your passion and how much you enjoy doing something. Like if he wants to go off and make video games or go off and write books and all this crack, I don't know what he wants to do in his spare time, but he has to find something else. Because obviously over the years, this is kind of not, it's become more of a job than a hobby. If you have to cater your content to something that isn't to your viewers just so they'll see it, it becomes ridiculous over time. If you enjoy making videos and you do okay videos, but people like you as a person, people should come back and watch. Like I remember seeing him on the Late Late Show, the big talk show in Ireland. At that point in time, I think it was 2016, 17, it showed people in Ireland that you can do exactly what he's doing. I'm a big believer in, if you work hard, you put in your time, dedication to your craft, your passion, your hobby, you can get somewhere over time. And he was a massive proponent of that. I'm talking about him as if he's dead. He's still alive with the seagulls over in Brighton, wherever he is. But I suppose, like, the reality of this video is, I don't want you to retire, Jack. If you're watching the video, don't leave YouTube. Please don't. You raised an entire generation of kids on YouTube. That sounds really strange, but in comparison to like of OnlyFans, you know, we're doing great stuff here on YouTube, you know. Yeah, it hit a nerve with me when I saw the video, and I watched the video. I was like really upset when I saw it, because like my whole life has been building up to, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a content creator full time, and then seeing someone who've you watched for the last 12 years, 2012, 13, kind of be like, okay, this is the end of the road for me. I'm kind of done now. I can't do any more. It's really upsetting. Now, obviously, like, mental health comes into that a lot. I applaud him for the amount of focus he's put into mental health in the last couple of years, last 4 or 5 years. Like, when people pass away in your life and you go through times where it's like, I'm not feeling okay. Whereas when we're watching the videos, we're like, okay, we're not feeling okay, but at least we have a video to watch and we're kind of uplifted for that half an hour, maybe an hour. Like, nothing made me, and this goes for my favorite TV shows, my favorite podcasts, nothing would ever compare to the likes of Jacksepticeye making a 3-hour video on Life is Strange. You know, like something that was 3 hours long that I could go to sleep watching. Or if he was doing like a long series, like, I can't remember the name of the game, it was on the PS4, it's like a horror game made by the same people who do like Man and Medan and all that crack, Bandai Namco, Until Dawn. Like, watching him do like the 12-part series on that, or even on Uncharted, Last of Us, stuff like that, bigger games, that would give me way more entertainment and satisfaction than just watching YouTube regularly, to watching like a podcast or watching something else. So I feel like I had a real connection with Jacksepticeye. It's a big, like, I always thought to myself, like, if I ever got to meet him, I don't know what I'd say. Like, I always want to do like podcasts to the point where I could get someone like Jack on the podcast and talk to him one-on-one for 2 hours. Like, that would probably make my life. That'd be my make-a-wish if I ever went. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I just idolize him so much, and as I've grown up, I've kind of lost that idolization, because I've realized everyone is human, everyone goes through the same things. We're all on this planet together, we're all going through the same thing. You can achieve anything you can see other people achieving, and that sort of concept. But like, I always thought, like, wow, like, he is fucking awesome. He's so fucking cool. Like, he's amazing. And yeah, it's really sad that he's probably gonna leave in the next couple of years. And I won't lie, I don't watch his videos enough as much as I used to. Like, I don't sit down and watch. If he does a longer video, like a longer let's play or a gaming video, I'd watch it 100%. But as for the likes of like shorter, like 10-minute videos that are like really fast-paced and actiony, I'm not really into that myself. Even though that's the videos I make videos that are really short and they're really like action-packed and entertaining and try to be funny as best I can, like, that's not actually the content that I watch. I don't know, like, people ask me, or they ask other people, what's the best way to get into YouTube? It's all about making what you love and making what you enjoy, and what you watch. You should probably make videos like that, because you have the best understanding of how people watch a video. If you watch a football video, someone reacting to football, and you enjoy that, you have a blueprint there as to, well, I enjoy it, well, other people might enjoy me doing it. Do you know, sort of way? So even though I've been on YouTube since 2015 making really shit videos, but only since like 2021, 22 I started making videos that were half decent, that people would actually come back and watch. Like, when you make videos that people want to watch, and they come back and they have a personal affiliation with the video you make, it's a really special thing. And that's what it's all about. And I don't know if over time, when you get millions and millions of views, and it's consistently the same all the time, and the comment section isn't what it used to be, it might be more difficult to come back and find the dedication and the ambition to do it again. And it's difficult when you love doing something and you lose passion. That's a heartbreaking thing. Yeah, that's my rant. But I hope he doesn't quit. It'd be a sad day if he does. I still idolize him, and I idolize him for the joy and the time that I've spent watching these videos over the last 10 years, 10, 12 years. You know, from the days he dyed his hair green, to compete with Markiplier, to do all these cross videos with PewDiePie and stuff. And it's hard watching someone that you've idolized for all those years come back and be like, I'm not okay, and I'm not particularly happy with what I'm doing at the moment. And you have to accept it and move on, that this person feels this way and they need to go on to different things, whether it's bigger and better, or whether it's just a change of attention. And it happens to us all. Like, whatever profession you want to get into, whatever you're striving towards in your early 20s or mid 20s, to be like, I want to be a lawyer or a teacher, you'll be doing that, you'll be getting there, and you'll be like, well, I'm here now, what am I supposed to do next? And that's the biggest regret, and the biggest, not regret, but that's the biggest thing, the biggest realization that a lot of maybe millionaires or billionaires or people who are very successful is like, how do I step it up? Because it's like a drug. So like, enjoy the come up, enjoy the grind, enjoy what you're doing currently. And obviously have your aspirations for the future, but enjoy what you're doing in the moment, and hopefully everything works out for you. That's all I want to say. So hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is my second channel, by the way. If you want to watch the main channel, link in the description down below. It's just JakeMcBoss on YouTube. Go subscribe, go watch the videos, go watch the channel. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Cheers for watching. Shlanga Fall.